No one can make you do or not do what you said you're gonna do. Tell yourself every morning, I'm gonna stick to this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna strive for this goal. I'm not looking forward to December. I'm not looking over the whole year. I'm focused on today.
I like the peace and tranquility of walking outside early in the morning. It puts my mind at rest and I can focus my thoughts on God. Praying, singing, walking, it's just the best. Having a quiet space to take in God's word put me in a good headspace for the rest of the day.
If you notice yourself becoming distracted, simply return your focus to the rise and fall of your belly or chest, noticing each breath as it passes in and out of your body.
So today I am concentrating on sticking to my routines and centering myself on this healthy journey that I'm on, and to remember to stay focused and to stay on the things that are important to me, and that is my health, mental health, spiritual health, making sure that I am taking in things that will help with that, so I can also extend that and portray that in my day-to-day life. So if you're on this healthy journey, you know sometimes we have ups and downs in the flows of how things go. But as long as we continue to pursue it, we can never fail. That is our mission, and we continue to get back up and do what's right and live this healthy journey.
Let's get it, you guys. Let's make some time to do some exercise, no matter how small it is. You, but eggs are my go-to food for breakfast. But if you have any type of cholesterol issues, use egg whites. Eating yogurt, I like to trick my brain to think I'm eating a sundae. So I like to decorate it up like I'm eating an ice cream sundae.
Sometimes I like to color on an adult coloring book. I got this from Amazon. And what I like about coloring is it takes my mind off certain things and it is very relaxing. This is also an activity you can do to help your mental health if you have anxiety. Activities as simple as coloring, meditating, doing yoga, those things have been researched to show that it can relieve a lot of stress and help improve your mental health. So coloring is very helpful, and it's fun. I like doing it. So it's not just something that can be done for kids. They have adult coloring books, and you should try it out as well. I got these from Ollie. So Ollie is also a good store you can get certain deals from. So, and when you have time, when you're just relaxing, sometimes we need to give our brain a break from being on social media and just let it wind down and relax. And something as simple as this, and also crossword puzzles. I can't think of something else that they said will help improving your mental health and stimulating your brain. But sometimes we need to just get off social media and relax and read a book. Something like that will stimulate our brains, but in a relaxing way. I'm still reading this book about Set Apart, Discovering Personal Victory Through Holiness. See, my goal was to read more, and what I am doing, I'm reading different books. So it's taken me a while to complete the book, but I enjoy just certain days reading one chapter from one book, and then a couple of days later reading another chapter from another book. So that's how I am doing my reading goals, just skipping around and reading different books. After I finish coloring, I'm going to read this book. It is definitely important to make sure you're checking off your tasks each day you're doing them, so you can make sure you're completing your goals for that day, or that you are making systems in place to complete your goals. So if you want to read more, you just have to find the time and just do it. Just like anything else, we will never have the time to do certain things. We just have to make the time. I was also reading the book of Acts, and that is when the disciples start to preach the gospel themselves after God left and ascended up into heaven. And what I noticed is that people are the same today as they were yesterday. When Peter and Paul were trying to go around different communities and preach the word, there were always people there that wanted to say something against them. And they weren't doing anything. They would tell lies on them. So others would start to hate them. And people do that today. Even if you're doing nothing wrong to them, they will find a reason to not like you, find a reason to lie on you, so others will not like you. And you got to wonder, why is that? Why do people default buttons go back to having to say something negative or having to lie about somebody? In Acts, the people were trying to lie on Paul, saying that he was blaspheming the word. They plotted to kill him, trying to tell everybody else that he was speaking something that was against God, and it wasn't true. But when people do that, God always has something there or someone to show the others that you are innocent of the crimes they are telling, or the lies they are telling about you. When they were trying to tell these lies on Paul, there were people there to confront them and to explain to them the truth about Paul. I say this all to say that we have to just continue to do what we know is right despite the naysayers. And just like they did to the disciples and just like they did to Jesus, there are always going to be people out there to persecute you and say that you're doing something wrong or even lying about your character. The truth will be known because God will have someone there or something to show that they are lying, that they are counterfeit. So we have to block out all the noise and just do what we know is right to do. Losing back. Stood on this. It's easy to sing when there's nothing to bring me down. They say it only takes a little faith to move a mountain. Oh, give me the strength to be able to say, I love that song, Mercy Me, Even If. It says, have you ever been in a situation where that you've been praying to God for your prayers to be answered? It may take a long time, but have you ever asked yourself, if God didn't answer that prayer that you wanted him to answer so badly, would you still have faith in God? Would you still have faith even if your prayers are not answered? Would you still have faith in God, or will you just turn your back on God and start questioning if there's a God? People do that. They will be so fired up for God, but then when they get into a fire and they want God to get them out of it, or they want God to answer that, to relieve that stress off them, to relieve that pain from them, and they see that God didn't answer how they want it to be answered, sometimes people will lose their faith. Sometimes people will turn their back on God because he didn't do it how they wanted him to do it. But we have to have that even if faith. We have to have that faith that you have faith to know that God can do it and God will do it if that's what his will is. But even if he doesn't, my faith is still in him and very strong for him. Like, even if God doesn't answer how I want him to answer it, we have to be able to say, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. You have the faith to know that God can make all your sorrows, all your hurt go away, all the pain go away, can make that situation disappear and make everything good again. But even if he doesn't, even if he doesn't do it the way we would like him to do it, our faith is still strong in him to know it is well. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul because I know he had a reason. And it's not for me to understand. I just know it is well with my soul. Whatever outcome that he decide to do, it is well with my soul. And that's why I like that song. It says, I know the sorrow, I know the hurt will all go away if you just say the word. But even if you don't, my hope is in you alone. That's how our faith gotta be. It has to be like that. Even if we still will have our strong faith and we still will believe in God. And sometimes the devil tries to test us. He may have someone in our family get real sick and it may look hopeless And he may have all these things in our head that says, see, you thought this was going to happen, but it didn't. He didn't answer it how you wanted to answer. No, we have to rebuke the devil, rebuke Satan immediately, and know and have confidence in God to know that whatever he decides, it is well with my soul. I know he can do it. I know he has the power to do it. But even if, my faith is still strong. So we have to think about that when we're going through something and we feel like something is not being answered. Well, we're going to face many things. We're going to face many things in this life. And Satan will always try to manipulate the situation for us to turn our backs on God. But we got to have that even if faith that despite what it looks like, despite what the outcome may be, my hope is still in the Lord. Hey guys, I decided to not go outside to read the book, but read it inside because it's too hot. But before I do that, I want to show you these items I got from Thrive Market. And these are some healthy snacks. But like I said, everything's good in moderation. So, but these are like it's called Heavenly Hunks oatmeal chocolate chips. And let's see, one chunk is 120. It's whole foods, like natural foods. So that's why I like shopping at Thrive Market, because you can get certain things that are naturally good for you. Dairy-free, certified vegan, it's gluten-free, non-GMO, and it has all like healthy, natural ingredients. And of course, I have my chickpeas I get from them. But if you have kids and you don't want them to eat unhealthy candy, they also have candy. None of the chemical colors, because the candy we eat on the store shelves sometimes, they have different types of chemical dyes to turn the colors into red, blue, green, all those colors in your candy. Well, you guys, I will see you in the next video, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye, you guys.
God, you call me by my name.